Yeah, what up? What's righteous? What's righteous? What up, world? What up, world? Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Hope everybody's Monday was blessed and productive up to this point. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy. It's only right you're now tuned in to Write Your Own History Live TV. Tonight we have special guest, Diane Williams from New Jersey. We're going to tap into with her, talk about her two businesses, Fabulous Affordable Hair, and her other business, Urban On Bling. So we're going to tap into that. Get your popcorn, take a sip, light up, share the video, you know what I mean, comment and all of that. So we're going to tap in with her. We're going to give it about 2 or 3 minutes, let everybody get tapped in. Tell me how your day was. What's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on? I had a beautiful day today. I'm blessed. Let me see what happened. Did anything crazy happen today? Nope, nothing crazy happened today. It was a productive day. I'm blessed to be made it this far. Tune in. We here. We're gonna get it cracking with Miss Williams from Jersey. Tap in with her. Talk about how she runs two companies while being a legal secretary by day. Um, you know how we get it when we get up in here. What up? What up? What up? I see you tapped in. Yeah, you can tap in. You can request. You could request to go live. Tap in. We could get this thing popping. So you know how we get it in with this platform. We're just here to celebrate those that's doing things progressive, productive, and positive. So that's what we about. You already know how I give it up. You know what this is about. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna joke. We're gonna drop some jewels. We're gonna man. All right, okay. All right, here we go.
Wow.
Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening,
How are
good
you,
evening.
sir?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm
Good
good.
evening. Thanks for being available for this platform. I appreciate your time. Thank you for your time. Before we even get started, good night, world. You're now tuned into Right on History Live TV. We have special guest Diane Williams from Jersey, owner of two companies, small business owner. The first one is Fabulous Affordable Hair, where she installs extensions on all types of hair. The second one is Urban On Blend, where she hand makes bracelets, necklaces, earrings, neck waist beads, etc. At the same time, she's a legal secretary by day, so we're gonna figure out how she does all of that and stay sane. You know how it is when you're a small business owner; it gets crazy, but So, before we get into that, thanks for everybody for tapping in. How you doing? How was your day, Diane? Am I saying your name right, Diane? Right?
It's Diane. I
Okay, just want to make sure if
well,
I just
sir.
want to make them keeping it professional, So, how was your day, and um, how was your day? To answer that first, and we'll get into the whole set down. What I got, so I got a few questions. I want to just get to know you a little better.
My day was good. Mondays are always challenging
Mm-hmm.
after the weekend. So, but it was a good Monday. My profession is very busy, which is good.
Uh-huh.
Like I like busy, as you can tell. So it was good. I had to come in and grab a little dinner, take a little old lady nap, as my son could say. So,
Hey, gotta get the naps in.
yeah, I
I,
had to
I,
get the
I ain't
naps.
nothing wrong with a nap. I try to get my naps in too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Just like the
Yeah,
kids, we need naps too.
yeah, I had
How,
to get it
how was your
in. So
weekend? Did you have
it
a
was
good weekend?
good. My weekend was good. It was busy. You mentioned my hair business. So I had a hair client who flew in from Florida this weekend. So it was nice seeing her. Um, and of course, I'm working on a few projects here with my bracelet. So once I was done with her,
Got back to business.
back to business. Yeah. And then, on Sundays, I try not to do too much because I have to prepare Sunday dinner for the week. I have a 22-year-old that
Okay.
doesn't play around with the food, so I have
Um,
to. Yeah, so Sundays are dedicated to that, and I try not to do too much. But before you ask me another question, I
uh-huh.
would like to say to you, thank you
You're welcome. No
for
problem.
providing such a positive platform for a person like me. And
No.
like I said to you, I was very, very honored to hear from you and to know that you wanted to do this with me. I never thought that by me using my two hands and my gift would bring me to a platform conducted by a person like you. And I remember seeing you perform. I don't know if it was this summer or 2 summers ago.
It was, I think it was 2 summers ago.
And you were in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah,
And
in Brooklyn.
I looked on your arm and I saw that you were wearing your urban arm bling. And I was like, oh my God, look at this dude. And I was like, I was trying to make it out there so I can meet you in person, but it just didn't happen. And I just want to say thank you so much, because I had this conversation today at work with one of my coworkers, and I said, you cannot be successful if you do not give. And I believe in giving. And when I started my bracelet business, I was just at the point where, you know, I like different things. So what I would do was give, you know, and that's how it turned into a business. We'll get into that later. But basically, I just want to like thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak. And I think I met you through Fly Tie, right?
Yeah, Fly Tie. Yeah, that's my cousin actually.
He's in here. And let me tell you
Yeah,
about
shout out to my cousin Fly Tie.
Yes, that's my dude. Okay, he is one of the best brand ambassadors I have ever met.
Yeah,
Him
he's
and my
definitely dope.
yes, he put. Let me tell you, Fly Tie put his shit on. Okay.
Yeah,
Listen, he had one of those
he definitely puts on.
cheetah, this and that. But you look on one of those arms, he is rocking his urban arm bling. That's my dude. And so
he definitely puts on. But that's family right there. That's real family right there. So I gotta get him on the show too. I gotta get him up there too. So I gotta chop it up with him. But yeah, again, you're welcome. No problem. Like again, like this is what this platform is about. Just showing, spreading light on people, like individuals like you, that's doing their thing with their businesses that don't always get the the spotlight they need or the recognition they need. So so it just, and, it's positive, and I like it. I bought it, so I know I support it. So I thought it was only right to reach back and just hit you up, like, yo, just let more people find out about it, and let me find out, get to know you a little better. Because I didn't even know you had their hair business, so I didn't know that until you sent me the bio. So, which is the perfect segue to my first question. What even, hair is, what's funny about hair? A quick little story. When I was young, I used to want to do hair. I used to want to do, because I was like, yo, the girls, of course, it was because it was the girls. I'm like, yo, if I could do hair, you know how many girls I'll have, and I'll be dope. And I'm like, I'm heterosexual. Nothing against anything, but if you don't see that, you don't see a bunch of heterosexual men doing hair. So I want to, when I was young, I was always like, I should do hair, I'd be dope. But that's a crazy business, the hair business. So what got you into doing hair? Was that, was it from experience, personal experience, and not only what got you into hair, exactly what do you actually do as far as hair? Do you sell it? Do you get it, or do you just install extensions?
So I've always knew how to do hair, as a little girl sitting on the porch, cornrow, and the girls in the neighborhood hair. But I never thought about turning it into a business. So it was maybe around 2011. I was working at a law firm in Jersey, and it just wasn't, my pay just wasn't what it needed to be. And so I was like, you know what, I have to do something to supplement, my income. I'm a single parent and blah, blah, blah. So I figured it out. I got on YouTube. So I taught myself how to install microlinks extensions. I taught myself how to do the braidless sew-in. I perfected the regular sew-in, and from that, I just, got on like a public platform. I think my brother told me about Craigslist. I knew nothing about Craigslist. And so I'm like, what is that? So I got on Craigslist and I created a price list of what I could do, what I wouldn't do. Then there was another person on there that had a button that said Style Seat. So I got on Style Seat. That was a free platform out of California where you can get on and, advertise, doing hair or whatever. And from there, I just built my clientele. I used to go to people's homes and do their hair until it just started getting like kind of weird. And then it was making my son feel uncomfortable, and then one place I went, I could tell that the people, they were kind of weird. I felt that they was trying to rob me. So one of my brothers is a bouncer. So I was like, yo, where you at? Because I don't feel comfortable. So
Wow.
I had to sit back and think about, like, do I want to keep putting myself and my son in this situation? So I started doing hair within my home, and it just took off. I don't know, like, I can't even begin to tell you. So there's this lady, she wanted to pay me like $900 to do her hair. And she wanted the glue extensions, which is called infusion. I don't mess with anything with any glue because I know that glue will take your hair out. So I said, that's nice. You want to give me that type of money, but I don't do anything with glue. And she respected my honesty, and it just grew. It just kept growing. And I met so many people. Back in 2013, I had to have major surgery, and it was the holidays. And I ran a weave special where I was doing weaves for $40, and I had like 8 people lined up here at one time, and I'm like, oh shit, I don't know about this. So I called one of my girlfriends. I was like, yo, you got to come over here and help me with these sew-ins. So I had my son threading needles. Any of his friends was here, I had them threading needles.
You had your son threading needles too? Everybody was getting involved.
Everybody was getting involved. Anyone that showed up, I was sitting down, go get this one, go get that one. Yo, it was crazy in here for a minute, but you know what? They were happy because there was a place called the Weave Shop, and they were telling me how they only charged $50, but once you got there, you paid more than $50. So whatever my price was, it was. I didn't rip nobody off. I was honest. And, I'll let you know what I did, what I couldn't do, or whatever. And like I said, I just taught myself how to do all these different things. Yeah, and I didn't discriminate. I do all kinds of hair. You come up in here with one strand, I'm going to make that shit work. I've had clients that show up with alopecia, bald spots here and there. I just made it work for me, and, it continued to grow. And, I'm good to my clients because now, like this girl I told you, she flew in from Florida over the weekend. I would not have ever thought that I would have a client be like, oh, I've been looking for you. I need to get my hair done. I paid $400. I was at this place for 5 hours and they messed up my hair. And so when she lifted up her hair, she showed me that her tracks was hanging down. The girl had put rubber bands back there. I was like, what the hell? So, it's situations like that, and I'm just honored that she thought of me, and
I mean, when you do quality work, it's unforgettable when it's quality. If people don't forget that. Now, do you have a salon in Jersey, or do you plan on getting all those your own spot, or are you trying to make this that type of gig, that type of business, or it's just
no,
like
because you know what? Out here in Jersey, there's a salon on every corner. So, and so.
Well, I'm saying, but it's a Chinese store. It's a Chinese food store every corner too.
True, but
so
listen,
you know what I mean?
But listen, check this out. I can't get those health benefits, So, I mean, and you know what? With any business, it's up and down, because I tell you this is how I started making the bracelets during the pandemic. Where were we going?
Nowhere.
Right? So a lot of people weren't getting their hair done. And I'm one of those people. I've been doing my own hair for maybe like 6 years now. I don't let anyone touch my hair. So, when the pandemic came, I'm like, okay, so now what can I do? And so I like to look different. So I got online, and let me just back up. I went to Macy's a couple of years ago, and they had these different bracelets, and they had like different beads, like Shambhala beads and different beads. And I paid $80 for this bracelet. So I examined the bracelet. I was like, let me see. I bet I could make this. What kind of cord is this? What kind of string is this? What kind of bead is this? So, it left me for a minute. And then once the pandemic, I got online and I just started researching. I just started ordering beads, making beads, and making bracelets for myself. I didn't think of you know, creating a business or whatever. And let me just shout out. I know some of them are in here. I have the best
Yeah, shout your
coworkers.
people out. Yes.
Yeah. I have the best coworkers. My past coworkers and my present coworkers, because I showed up at work one day and one of my coworkers was like, "Oh, D, where you get those bracelets from?" I said, "I make them." She was like, "Well, make me some." All right. I made her some, brought them, boom. I didn't want any money for them or whatever. My other coworker I refer to her as the pink lady. So she came to me. She's like, "Oh, so you make bracelets? You don't want to make me none?" I was like, "I'll make you whatever you want. What do you want?" So she was like, "I want bracelets. You know, I like pink." So I ended up making her pink bracelets with her initial,
Uh-huh.
long pink necklace, earrings, anklets. Look, I just went in. Okay. And so she
Hold,
started ordering
hold,
from
hold,
me.
hold, hold up. Let me hold on, cause a lot of people in here showing some love. But we live with Diane Williams right now. She's a small business owner from New Jersey. Earlier we was talking about, in case you missed, we was talking about one of her businesses, one of her companies, a fabulous affordable hair where she installs extensions on all type of hair. So I didn't want to let people know we was talking about before we get to the other thing you do, your other company. In case y'all missed that, I would tap in with her, find out where can we find, where can they find you for the hair, for anything hair. If they want to come check you, and they want to request you. Is because I want to put that in the comments where they can find you when it's coming with your hair. Before we talk about the bracelets and all that. And shout out to everybody in the comments. Shout out to everybody tuned in. I appreciate it. Please follow Diane. Get in tune with her. She's amazing. She does amazing things. Please, I want everybody in this chat to network with each other. That's what this is about right here. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Again, where can they find you about this fabulous affordable hair?
Okay, so I have another page.
Yeah, yeah.
That's called Fabulous Affordable Hair. I'm also
Okay.
on Style Seat. They can put in my name, Diane Williams, and they'll find me. And so, yes, I've done hair. A lot of times I'm just like too occupied to post. I need to post the hair of the before and after that I did over the weekend. But yes, Fabulous Affordable Hair is where they
Do
can
you do?
find me.
Someone asked, do you do locks?
I don't do locks.
Okay, she doesn't do locks. She doesn't do locks. Okay. And now again, is that the fashion affordable hair? One straight word, the right
Yes.
way?
Yep.
Okay, so
Yep.
I'm gonna put that in the comments just to make
As
sure.
Oh, this is funny. As we speak, somebody is hit me up to do braces for their sorority.
See? That's what I'm talking about. Business getting done live and direct.
Yes.
So yeah, I put her page, Fabulous Affordable
Thank
Hair, in the comments. Follow that, get in tune. That's just one of her companies where she does extensions and she installs extensions on all types of hair, except locks. Pardon me, I'm sorry to disappoint all the people with
I'm
locks out
sorry.
there. But you
I have
never
to
know.
master that.
It
Maybe
might be
I'll,
it
I'll
might
take
be coming.
yeah, maybe I'll take out some time and master that. I haven't mastered that yet. I don't put anything out there that I can't master.
So yeah, but you gotta get in touch with her in order to find that out. So follow her. I put all the information in the comments. Now, switch up. Let's get into her second thing. Her second company, which is Urban Arm Bling, which she does handmade bracelets, necklaces, waist beads, earrings. She was talking about that earlier, but I just wanted to give some love to Fabulous Affordable Hair before we jump right into that and let people get in tune with that. So talk about the Urban Arm Bling, and again continue your story how you got in tune with that.
So back to like I like different things, and like I said, I have purchased this bracelet from Macy's a couple of years ago, and I paid $80 for it. And so I examined the bracelet, and I saw that it was different beads. I saw that the beads were on a string, and
Mhm.
so I got curious. I was like, I bet I can make this bracelet. But then that's years ago. I didn't think about it until during the pandemic. I got online and did some research and just started ordering different beads because I like to wear different things. And
Mhm.
so I made a few bracelets and wore them to work. And one of my coworkers was like, those some nice bracelets, D. Let me get some, make me some. And I was like, all right. I made her a few. My other coworker, which I refer to as the pink lady, she came over. She was like, "Oh, so you make bracelets? You can't make me anything?" And I was like, "Sure." So I ended up making her pink bracelets, pink earrings, pink anklets, the longest pink necklace ever because she's tall. It looked like a damn jump rope. And from that, she would bring me orders like for her nephews, for her niece, her sisters, and it just grew. And then I have a childhood friend who she wanted bracelets, and she's a Dallas Cowboy fan. He was like, can you make Dallas Cowboy bracelets? And I'm like, I think so. So here I go again. I'm researching. I'm like, okay, where can I find the charm? Where can I get the emblem? What color? You know, I don't know anything about football. So now I'm calling my brother, yo, what's the Dallas Cowboys color? He's like, what? He's like, wow. I was like, because I need to know. Nigga, like, tell me. So he was like, you don't know nothing about football. I don't know why you asked. I was like, all right. So I go and I Google and I see that it's the color. I order the beads. I put the bracelets together. I sent her a picture. She fell in love. So then I started ordering like the letters, like initials. Her initial is L. So I made her a bracelet and I put the L in it. So I sent it to her. When I tell you, she put those bracelets together and she took that picture and she posted it. I received so many orders for the Dallas Cowboys bracelets. I couldn't believe it. So I have a vendor that I deal with in Nevada, and I hit her up. I was like, I need as many charms as you can send me. And she was like, okay. And what I like about this lady, we have never met. Each time that I place an order with her, she'll send an extra charm. And she'll send me a nice note. And I thought that was just so beautiful. And so from the Dallas Cowboys, I kept getting orders. Then people wanted giants. So I made some of those. One year I did like a breast cancer special. And my girlfriend who works for the mayor's office here in this town, she took a bunch of orders from me. So I grew from that. It just kept growing and growing. I had a young lady who ordered 80 bracelets from me for her daughter that was running her lip gloss business. So every day I would come home from work, I'm making bracelets, you know, adding little charms or whatever to it. It just kept, it just had to
branched out.
it just kept growing and growing. And, you know, and we were sitting around one day, me and a bunch of my friends, and I had all these other beads or whatever. And we were like, we need to name these. Like, so I was like, yo, you a dude, would you wear these? Like, tell me, would you wear this as a man? Let's do something for men. Because as it stands, I was only catering to women.
Okay.
So, and he's a dude like Fly. He wear Gucci, Burberry, and all that. So he started putting them together, and he gave it a name, and he called it the Mel Matrix collection. So we started putting colors together. Yo, we sat here for hours and hours just putting these bracelets together, and then we were just talking. They was like, well, you need a brand. And I was like, I got a brand. Well, what's the brand? I was like, it's Urban Oakland. We need to be on social media. I am. It's like, well, you need to take pictures. Okay, I'm terrible at taking pictures. I'll just tell you that. So I started doing that and start posting. And when I tell you I started getting orders, there's a sandwich place here in my town that I've been going to for over 20 years. This guy, he makes baskets for holidays. And I went to him one day and I was like, yo, would you be interested in putting my bracelets in your baskets? He looked at me. He was like, D, you make bracelets? And I was like, yeah. He's Muslim. I was like, yeah. He was like, bring me everything you got. He goes, I'll sell those bracelets. So moving forward, he just did a pop-up this past weekend, and he stopped here and picked up 20 bracelets.
Wow.
From me. Yes. And so right now, currently, I am working on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 different projects.
Oh, wow. Wait, can you show the people some what you got if possible?
Okay, I'll show you the project that I'm working on. It's kind of crazy. I
don't want to give away too much.
No. I'll just show you. I have like a bar.
Okay, yeah, and those are all handmade, people. All handmade. All handmade, people.
I have a bar.
You're gonna touch them, personalized, however you want.
And I have another separate bar that is for like the men. You know, I add certain things to it. You know, and I have another I have a 3-rack. It's full of bracelets because not only am I working on projects, I have a store in Etsy. So I get a lot of orders from Etsy. I'm on Pinterest. And so I have to always like stay in stock, keep my inventory up. And I'll tell you something else. Do you know Miss Jones?
Miss Jones, not off the top of my head, I'm not sure.
So Miss Jones is from Queens, and she has a radio show she's on 97 The Block in the morning from 6 to 10. And from time to time, she would be on IG Live. And one day, when she started her radio show, she just started back in August, and I was on the live, and I said to her, "What's your favorite color? I'm going to send you some bracelets." She was like, "Purple." So when you meet people like that and you communicate with people like that, you don't think they're gonna like rock your stuff or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So one morning she had the envelope that I sent to her, and she was like, "Look what I have, Urban Arm Bling." And do you know, she mentioned me on the radio. She gave me the biggest shout out on the radio. And behind the scenes, I am working on like 5-6 different projects for Miss Jones.
Shout out to Miss Jones. That's what's up. That's Illy right there. So I see word of mouth really helped you out in the quality of what you do. The word got around. So which makes me to this question: how did you get involved with Fly Tie and him being the brand ambassador? How has that helped grow your company as well?
I think I met Fly Tie in Clubhouse. The app Clubhouse.
I remember that.
Me and one of my girlfriends, one night, it was late at night, we didn't have shit to do, and I think he opened up a room, and he, in there, you introduce yourself, what you do or whatever. And once I said that I made bracelets or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, I'm looking for a brand ambassador," I didn't take him serious at all. He's like, "Send me something." He was like, "Send me something." So I remember sending him a picture of something, one of the bracelets I made, and Fly is funny as shit. He was like, "Those look like gang colors." I was like, "Ain't no damn gang colors." I was like, "You got jokes." So he's like, nah. He goes, "Send me what you got." So he's been rocking my bracelets now for like maybe 2 years. And I have another brand ambassador. He is from Virginia. His name is The Stylist Montrez. Let me tell you, he's another bad one. If his hat and his purse and his outfit ain't matching, let me tell you, he is not wearing arm bling. I mean, he posts almost every day. A lot of times I can't catch it, because I'm occupied doing other things. But yeah, I met both of them in Clubhouse.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Fly Tie, shout out to the other homie as well, promoting your brand. So tell us, how long does the process take for making a bracelet? And does it matter as far as it being customized to the person's like, for what they like, or even as well as the earrings and the weight and the waist? What's the process, and how long does it take from actually someone putting an order in, from you making it and putting it together and actually shipping it out?
It takes me 10 to 15 minutes to make a bracelet.
I ain't gonna lie, I expect that one. No matter what the person customized, personalized, 15 minutes.
All of them are customized, and although I just showed you a row of maybe 20 bracelets, none of them are identical.
That's dope.
Yeah, none of them are identical. I have a few containers, and I have them color coordinated, and I'll just open them up. And if I have to put a name in, I take out the letters and I put it in front of me, align the beads up, put the string in while I'm talking, while I'm, whatever. I'm just making the bracelets. What really takes the most time, and you wouldn't believe it, is those damn earrings, because the pieces are so tiny. And I remember making a pair of earrings, and I was like, damn, I can't see after doing this. These pieces are tiny as shit. So, but I just went on and made like a bunch, so I wouldn't have to take myself through that again. But the longest thing I ever had to make was waist beads.
Okay, I'm assuming because of the size of different waists and all of that, or
yeah, the size. My son is terrible. I mean, I was making one, and I was like, "Yo, come grab the other end and help me put these beads on here." And he was like, "What are you making, a jump rope?" And I'm like, "No, it's waist beads." He's horrible sometimes. So yeah, that was the longest thing I ever had to do. The necklaces are easy. The anklets, they're easy. The bracelets are easy, but the hardest thing are the earrings because the pieces are so small. Other than that, yeah, I just do it. It's like it's
What's
nothing.
the what's the biggest seller? I don't want to
The
assume
biggest seller
anything.
are the bracelets.
Okay, okay. I assumed that, but I didn't want to just jump out the window with that one because you just never know.
Yeah,
It might
all
have
the
been a sleeper.
bracelets. Because I do NFL, I do NBA, I do breast cancer, bladder cancer, ovarian cancer. I have a client right now. She was sending a message, AKA. She's an AKA. Um, Miss Jones' son. He's on the Matawan Huskies football team. I have
Mm.
to do bracelets for the whole team. So
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. Do your
yeah,
thing. That's what's up, bro. That's
yeah,
fire
yeah,
right there. So
yeah, yeah.
how do you balance it? How do you balance that? Two companies, being the parent and a legal secretary.
Um, it's kind of hard sometimes, but I just do it when I come in from work. That's why I cook on Sundays, so I don't have to cook every day. All my son have to do is just warm up or whatever. He is the delivery person. Like the first time when Miss Jones opened up her bracelet that morning and she held her arm in the air, there were so many people in her live placing orders. And
Mm.
if they were local, I would put them together that night. I stayed up till like 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever. My son would deliver them if they were local for me or whatever. If anything had to be mailed like yours, I send them to the
Uh,
post office, so I have a team, one of my girlfriends who's my son's godmother, she's like my manager. Like I have other people that I'll send and say, what do you think about this? Do you
mm.
think I should put this together? What do you think about? Do you think I should add this? So they'll tell me, oh, that looks too much, or that's too gaudy, or just make it simple. So it's not like I'm just sitting here just doing stuff. Although I am the creator, but
Yeah.
they go with with my ideas or whatever. But sometimes, you know, I'm stuck. I get like a brain fart and I'm like, okay, what can I, create now? Or what
Hmm.
would, someone else like different men or whatever. Because different men have different styles. Some men are flamboyant, some men are plain. So
Hmm.
I try to cater to everybody. Kids, it doesn't matter. But the bracelets are the most popular. And if you watch Drink Champs, my bracelets will be in their grab bag soon.
Oh, talk about it. Talk about it. How that happened. How do you make that happen? Talk about it. Oh, let's celebrate that real fast. Let me tap that one up right there. That's what's up right there.
Miss
Talk about how
Jones
you
is
made that
making it
happen.
happen. Miss Jones is making it happen. I was able to send to her DJ FNN and Nori their bracelets with their name, and
Mm,
yeah.
that's dope. Shout out to Miss Jones for that. Shout out to Miss Jones. Shout out to Miss
Absolutely,
Jones.
absolutely.
That's
When I
what's
tell you she made it happen, like there was maybe like a Friday night or Saturday night, there was these voice messages she had left me on IG, and I was like, Miss Jones left me a message. So I'm
mm,
listening, and she's placing orders. She's coming up with this and that, and my girlfriend said we're gonna do this. You're a black woman, blah 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 blah. We getting you orders, and it just went. I had to like get a pad and pen.
mm.
That's how it is now. Like I had to get a pad and pen and write everything down and put the colors together and send her over samples. Like that's what we're doing now. And yeah.
I got that up. This next one is like a two-part question. How did it feel when you got your first sale when you know that feeling like, oh, this could be when you felt that this could be a business, this could be something that could really take off. And the second part is, um was there any time when you felt, damn, this might, like any downtime when it felt like, shit, this might, I don't know about this one, man. It might. I'm only asking that because a lot of people see the goodness and the glory things and of what small businesses do and go through. They don't really get to see the pitfalls and when you was maybe in debt or you had to go through this or it wasn't on inventory and you had to scrape up or put things together. So I'm just kind of go and that's like a almost a pro and con kind of question, the opposite question. One is just the explaining the glory when you made your first sale and when you realized this was a business, and the other one is were there any times where you felt, damn, this might not work, and if there was, how did you fight through that?
Well, I did go through that when I did the order of the 80 bracelets.
Mm.
I put the person on a payment plan and they didn't pay me when they said. And then when they did, they didn't pick up the bracelets. And I gave them this crazy ass price where I pretty much gave it to them because they were a friend of a friend.
Okay.
And so it was like a lesson. It was like a lesson to me. And then like one of my coworkers, she's calling me, I'm a hustler, baby. Every time she would walk past my desk, that's what she would do. So I remember talking to her about it, talked to a couple. She was like, don't worry about it. We're going to buy those bracelets from you. I have a girlfriend in Queens. And she was like, Diane, don't worry about it. I got you. So she ordered like 10. And one of my other friends ordered like, they was like, listen, first of all, you don't get discouraged. You turn this around because people start businesses all the time. You know, and one of my friends was like, listen, I built my DJing business with my two hands. Do you think that everything that I put out, I got back? You know, so it was like you take a negative and you turn it into a positive. So what I had to do was take some of those bracelets apart and redirect and recolor and resell, and that's what I did. You know, I did like the NFL and the NBA, and I just kept going. I kept advertising, you know, and my girlfriend in Queens, she was like, let me buy 10 of those bracelets from you. She was like, we're going to help you out. Don't worry about it. You know, so yeah, it was at a point where I was like, damn, I put a lot of money into this and I'm not getting my money back. Like, you know, how I'm going to do this. And then there was a bill due. I was like, I'm not getting any of this back. And I was like, wow. So I had to think and I had to just stay humble. And I just kept on creating and I just kept on, you know, advertising, and I went and I ran a special. You know, if you buy 2, you get 1 free or whatever, or you know, I kept doing stuff like that. And then I did the sets. I think once I did the anklets and the earrings and I made that out of a set and I did like a half price thing, you know, that helped me out as well. And I just kept going. I didn't get discouraged. I got discouraged for a little while, but once I got that pep talk, and once my son's godmother, who was one of my managers, she ordered from me as well. She said, I'm going to buy some from you. She was like, I want you to make me an anklet. I want you to do this, and I want you to do that. So I have people that was very supportive. My co-workers, like every time I went, so we were in the office one week and off the next week. So each time I went to the office, I would have a bracelet order. I even had the engineers in the building going, where the bracelet lady at? They were ordering bracelets. They were ordering bracelets, you know, and it just went on from that. And then I got invited to do a pop-up in that summer. And it was my first time, so I didn't know what to expect. My son was there, you know, he's like he think he's a bouncer. He's like security, whatever. So I set up and I got to meet different people and I got to see how it was or whatever. And it was my first time. So you have to pay to rent the table and chairs and stuff like that. So I was like, all right. So I made some money that day. I made back what I put out or whatever. A couple of my friends came by and they bought bracelets or whatever. And I was like, I don't have to do this. I sell my bracelets no matter what. Because why am I paying her for a table and a chair? And my bracelets are in Etsy. My bracelets are on IG. My bracelets are on Pinterest. I was like, I don't have to do that. And I was like, and then I did it for the second time just to meet different people, but I had taken sick and I put money out and I made no money. So once I saw that I was wasting money in that aspect, I was like, I don't have to do that anymore. And then once the guy at the sandwich place was like, D, bring me everything you got, I was like, I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah, I was like, I'm good. And every other week, he is hitting me up. Like I went to get something to eat the other night and he had an attitude. He's like, oh, so you gonna come in here without no bracelets? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I got a pop-up set. I was like, I got you. Let's stop by the house on your way. I got you. So I sit my son downstairs here, give him these bracelets. And that's how it is. Like every other week he hit me up, You know, he take care of me. He cash at me, or if I show up to get something, he goes, "Oh, I got something for you," and that's how it is. You know, so
Dope.
when I have like people like him in my life, people like my coworkers, you know, that also purchase bracelets from me, there's no reason for me to feel down. You know, I just learn from it. So when I get big projects like I'm working on now, I know how to navigate and negotiate and, you know, do what I need to do. You know, we talk about it, and my turnover is like, that's one thing Miss Jones said. She said, your turnover is impeccable. You give me a bracelet right now, listen, in 10 minutes, it's going to be ready.
I could attest to that. Turnover is fast. I could definitely attest to that.
You know, so I just try to like keep up with great customer service because I know how I am if I'm somewhere purchasing something. I know how I am when I spend my money, and I like different things and I like nice things. So I treat my clients how I want to be treated. You know?
Do you ever get nervous with new customers? Like,
Um,
you know, or anxious, like, you know, because, you know, it's still hand making it. It's still you. You know, you putting your effort and time. It's like, do you still get to, does it make you nervous sometimes getting new customers? Even though you know your quality is good, you just never know.
I don't. I get nervous when I have new customers show up and want to get their hair done and they want to be difficult. There's been a few I escorted. You can leave. You can go somewhere else. You're not going to be rude. There's a customer that showed up here that was rude to my son. No, you got to get the hell out of here. You go somewhere else to get your hair done. You're not going to come here. He lives here, and you're not going to be rude. Yeah, I've dealt with, you know, some difficult people. In reference to the braces, no, because if you are, like, you specify what you wanted. If that's what you want, I'm going to create what you want. That's why I send a picture and I send it to you for your approval. You know what I'm saying? Before I even tell you how much it is this what you want? That's what I've done to you each time, right?
Yes, you have.
What you want. If it's not what you want, let me know. If it's too big, it's too small, you want me to switch something up, and that's what I do. I don't request a payment until the product is finished and you're satisfied.
Yeah, that's true. I could attest to that. Good customer service, good product. I'm mad I didn't bring it in here with me to show what she did for me. She did a few bracelets for me, my son, did one for my son and my fiance. So yes, you gotta hit up Urban on Bling, Urban Bling. You gotta hit up. She does good work. The legal secretary thing. What made you get into that? I
Um,
didn't have a touch on that because that's not you. That's not something you hear every day.
I've always been a secretary because I went to secretarial school. So now I'm telling my age. So yes, I've always done that type of work. It's very
Okay.
interesting. It's good. Pays well, and so yeah, it's a lot.
Okay, we're gonna get to that again. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. We're here live with Diane Williams, owner of Fabulous Affordable Hair, which she does her hair extensions on all types of hair, and Urban On Bling, which she does personalized bracelets, handmade, customized, personalized bracelets, earrings, waist beads, necklaces, whatever you want. Check her out. Get in tune with her because you never know. Hey, yes, again, her bracelets will be on. Matter of fact, you say it. I don't want to blow you do the whole you do the thing.
on
That's
drink
it.
on Drink Champs.
On Drink Champs. We don't know
Jay
when. We don't know
Evans
where we're
and
going.
Nori will have
She,
my bracelets in their grab bags.
yes, she's making moves out here. Shout out to Coney Brooks on the check-in. But yeah, please get in tune with Urban On Bling. If you want your bling, you want to be fly, check her out. I can attest to it. It's good quality, good customer service, good turnaround. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I have one more question. Damn, I forgot what it was. This has been so yeah, you've been just speaking, doing your thing. So you answer a lot of my questions just by talking, which I love. But I don't have to do too much talking when the person just feels comfortable when they could just break down what they do, their interaction with their business. Um, 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 um
I want to say to you, when I
Go ahead.
posted that picture of your arm where your bracelet says it's only right,
It's only right. Yeah.
baby, so many people.
I want thank you. I'm glad I could be of some help.
So many people. I have that picture on every platform I am on.
I
And I
actually
want
gotta get one more of those because I think I misplaced mine when I moved. I
I
gotta
got
get one more of those. That's
I
my
got
joint right there. Boy, that
I
was my
got
joint. I think that's the one I performed with too. That's the one I had on when I was performing.
Yeah, you did. And I was like, oh my God, he's wearing his bracelet. But I
Yeah,
get
man.
so many compliments. So many
Yeah.
compliments with that
I
bracelet.
mean,
Like, wow.
yeah, it's good. I'm not a big. I don't really. I'm not a jewelry person, but I like personalized things where I can represent someone else and myself. So, and it was dope. Like I said, I met you through Fly Tie, seeing Fly Tie with his joint on, and I was like, yeah, that's fire. Where you get that from? And he linked me to you, and here we are. And that was about like what 3 years ago.
Yes,
3 years ago.
yes,
So
yes.
look at that. It's a beautiful thing when you can always double back and reach out and still support the people that you met through other people. So that's a testament to your quality work right there.
Oh, thank you.
So
And I've made bracelets for his baby girl and the daughter's mother as well.
yeah, and my son too. You
Oh
did one
yeah,
for my
little
son too.
AJ. That's
AJ,
right.
yeah, you did one for my son. So
And your fiance. That's right. That's
mhm.
right. That's right.
Yeah, man, we just got two new ones, Mister and Mrs. So yeah, man, we gonna have
Very
a bunch
well.
of your stuff. So it's definitely dope. It's definitely dope. I want everybody that was tuned in, please follow urban_arm_bling is in the title. I'm gonna put it in the comments one more time. Um, Diane, you could shout your people out, tell them where they can find you for their hair, how to
Oh
get in
yeah, some
contact
of
with
my
you.
coworkers are in here.
Um,
The pink lady, she called me a hustler. My other coworker is
Shout out to
in
the pink
here.
lady.
My god sister Nan is in here. My one of my childhood friend Mona, she's in here. Yes, shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to everybody that just really rock with me, that encourage me, just that lift me up, and I just, appreciate that, and shout out to the haters too, because there's haters out there, and they say if you don't have any haters, that means you're not doing something right. So
Doing something
obviously,
right.
we're doing something right. And again, I have to say, like, I appreciate you, man. When you hit me up that night, I had no idea. So what I was doing was responding to bracelet orders. And then you popped in. I was like, oh, I haven't heard from him in a long time, and then when
Yeah,
you invited me to your platform, let me tell you, I was just like in awe. I was just speechless. And it's a humbling experience. I'm grateful for you. I'm
no
proud of you.
problem.
I'm happy
Thank
for
you.
you. Like,
Thank
on the
you.
back end, I'm gonna hit you up and give you some people to interview as well, because there's other people out there doing their things.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
I would love to. Definitely. I appreciate you again. You good people, man. Once I see who you was interlocked with, and they good, my cousin, that's my real cousin. I'm not just saying that's my real blood, that's my family for real. So once he hit me up and told me about you, and I looked into you, and I followed you, and I got the actual product, and we just had that kind of relationship. It was like, nah, why not?
yeah,
Let me go back and see and go back and reach out to her and see if she want to be a part of it, because that's what this platform is really about. Just again, spotlighting people like you, creatives, people. It don't gotta be music. It could be a model. It could be whatever. But you doing your thing. Black female doing your thing. Two companies. And a regular job and a mother. So it's just about just giving you your flowers and shot when you are and letting people get to know who you are. Because if you get one sale or somebody, two new people following you and watching you, I feel happy because that's two people you didn't have and two people that I probably didn't even know that just tapped into this live and just showing both of us love. So it is all
true,
about that, man.
true.
Growing and
And I
being and
and I
networking.
and I thank you. I mean, I appreciate you. Like, I hit up my people. I was like, yo, the guy I sold the bracelet to, he invited me to his podcast. What? Like, I was just like so happy. But let me ask you, what inspired you to do this? Because
Well,
when I made those bracelets for you, that first bracelet, this is not what you were doing.
now, well, I was doing it. I just didn't have it. I just wasn't doing it as a show. I would just go live and just, I mean, to be honest, it sounds crazy, but it's God, really. I don't like to sound cliche and make it sound corny, but that's what it really is. I just always like to show love to people that's like me. I'm a creative. I got my own, do my own thing, but I just felt that we don't have a lot of platforms that just showing love for just to show love. Like somebody always either want money or you gotta have 10 million followers or is a catch to it. So I figured I'm just like you. I don't have 10,000. I don't have a bunch of thousands of followers and all that craziness. But I figured if I can do it, if I can help you, why not? I mean, it's just that's just what it is. I don't have there's no catch, there's no, and I only reach out to people that I've interacted with at some point, and I felt good about them, their vibe physically. I mean, on a spiritual level. Like I never met you in person, but you could just feel vibes. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? So it's that's basically what it is. Why I do these shows and why I even do this to people with people like you and whoever I have on the show, whether you're a dancer, like I said, a model, a teacher, whatever it is. I just feel like this is my way of giving back. And if someone could learn something from you about how to run a business, or if you can even inspire someone, like you know what, maybe they can now do their business, whether it's bracelets or earrings, who whatever it is. So that's basically why I do these shows. This especially right here because if we don't do it, who else is gonna do it for us? There's not a lot of us doing it. Even people that are not as big as they think they are, they either
right.
want, they want it's something it's a catch. You gotta have this much followers, or who's gonna be on there, or who have you had on the show before. If they don't know the name, it's like, nah, I can't fuck with you. But why not? Because every promotion is good promotion. Because if you get two new people that follow you, you never know who those people are.
That's right. That's
It's not
right.
about five people. It could be 20 people, but they can't help you. It could
Right.
be two people that could change your life.
That's right.
So you just never know who we might reach out to. You never know who's watching this and might mess with you and buy 200 bracelets tomorrow or next week or next month or next year.
Right.
Like who knows? This
That's
is
right.
so.
That's right.
We know that that's
You
the
are
real
so
reason I
right.
do this.
You are so
That's
right.
the
I mean,
so to answer your question, like I said, really God, I don't. This is why I do it for real. I
that's
just
what's
feel
up.
like
That's
we need
what's
to
up.
get back to each other, and maybe I can inspire someone to do someone on their platform, whether it be with whatever. Who knows? I don't know. We don't know who we inspire because they're not going to tell you most of the time. They're
Right.
just going to do something. But I'm good with that. So
Yeah.
that's why I reached out to you because I got the product, I like it. So I just wanted someone else to see what you do. People in
I
my network.
appreciate it. I
So
appreciate it. I'm telling you, I was like shocked. I was like, wow, you want what? Okay. That's cool. I
yeah,
mean, I was just like so excited and so surprised and I feel so honored, like when you do things. And when I started doing this, I never would have imagined that I would be here, doing this interview with you. I never would have
yeah,
imagined that I have this long list of projects that I'm working on, with Miss Jones and this person and that person and all these other people. Like the exposure that I'm getting now, I never,
yeah,
ever, ever would have thought that, I would do that. Even at my present employer right now, the women in there, they support me. They bought bracelets,
correct.
whatever. It's like you doing your thing, and it's just amazing to me,
And,
and
and to think that one day in Macy's, look what it sparked. Just to think, you didn't even think, you would never have thought that one day it makes you to get the bracelet. You're like, you know what? Why am I paying $8 for this?
yeah, I'm like, wow. And I liked it because it was purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors. And do you know I have since taken that bracelet apart and recreated it? I added my
Wow,
own little beads to it, and I recreated that damn bracelet that I bought
wow.
from
You know,
Macy's.
you know what's crazy about that? Because I'm pretty sure about 90% of us go in stores and have that same question, like why we doing it. But the difference is a lot of us don't have the courage to take the steps. So like, you know what? I'm gonna do my own thing because it's not easy to do your own thing. It's a lot of investing in yourself, sacrificing time and with your family and going out and even fun. It's no sometimes it's not even I mean, when I say fun, it's fun because you're doing it because it's you,
Right.
but it's not fun to but people say fun. It's not you going out, you gotta cut phone time out, you gotta cut out things you used to like to do and
Yeah.
because you gotta focus on that one thing that's like you said can change your life,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
You know. So
Yeah.
that and again, I'm glad you have a job, because a lot of people think when you're an entrepreneur and you got business that it's you, well, how you got a real job and the real, listen, there's
You
nothing
don't
wrong
ever
with a
make
regular
your
job.
side
Don't
job
ever.
your main job.
Exactly. Don't ever think it's nothing. See, the thing is that you gotta have the regular job and still do your hustle, and so you could one day switch the positions,
That's right.
make your hustle the regular job, but then you could leave the other job. So, but don't feel any way if you got a regular job and you're working on your side hustle. It's just stay the course. It's gonna take some time, but just stay the course and believe. Believe. Look, she's a testament right here, right in front
For
of you.
real.
You
And
gotta
I've
believe
had
in
my
yourself.
ups and downs. And let me tell you, when I first started doing hair, there was a kit that I saw online. It was $284. And I was like, I can't afford that. So I traveled to another town where there's all Caucasians, and I went into that beauty supply store, and I said to the guy that was working behind the counter who was Asian, I was like, how much is that kit right there? Let me see it. And he was like, oh, it's $35. I was like, open it up. Let me see what's in there. Inside
Mhm.
that $35 kit was every tool that I needed that was in that $274 kit.
Mm.
And I purchased it, brought it home, watched YouTube, figured out how to do the micro links and put the hair in and clip it and take it out, and boom, there you went.
Look at that. Self-taught. You gotta be able to put the work in. You just some people just I'm just gonna pray. A lot of people run with that push acronym, pray until something happens. That's cool, but you gotta put some work in too. You just can't be sitting around praying and thinking something gonna fall out of the sky.
You gotta make it happen. You gotta
You
step
gotta
out on
make it happen.
gotta step
You gotta
out on faith. And you know what? Another thing, when I started the bracelet business and how I branded it, and my friends was like, you should do this, you should do that. You gotta register, you gotta get the EIN number, you gotta do this, gotta do that. And I'm
Mhm.
like, what? And I did. And I'm glad that I did. I got my certificate. I made an attempt to put my bracelets on Amazon, right?
Mhm.
Amazon is good, but it's a ripoff. If you're not a
Mhm.
big corporation and if
Uh-huh.
you don't have a lot of money sitting on the side, you'll fall right into that trap and you'll end up not making any money. And it takes a lot of time. And I was trying to figure it out, and I was applying for this grant and doing this and doing it. And it took up a lot of my time and it was causing me a lot of stress. And I was like,
Mm.
you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I was talking to my coworkers about it, and I was like, you know what? And somebody said, go on Etsy. I was like, what's Etsy? So I did my research. Etsy charges me 20 cents per post, and baby, let me tell you something. One night I just went crazy. I started posting everything. 20 cents, I can afford that. And let me tell you, I get orders from Etsy at least 3, 4, 5 times a week.
Mm. Look at that. Investing. I said investment.
Mm-hmm.
You invest in
Mm-hmm.
yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I
Mhm.
and I don't mind. And I've made bracelets for the Easter Stars. I've made Masonic bracelets. I could go on and on,
Wow.
and it's worth investing in yourself. It's
Uh-huh.
worth stepping out there on faith. Like one of my friends, they have their small business, and I said, "Did you register your business?" Oh no, I don't have that kind of money. You don't have $100. You got
Mhm.
$100. You got $100. You going out there buying them Jordans. You got $100. You take $100 and
Uh-huh.
you invest in yourself. I said, because let me tell you something. It's going to take you a long way. You
Mhm.
got to make yourself legal, because you don't know what's going to happen. You get that certificate. I got my certificate.
It feel good, don't it?
It feels damn good, in my name, and it says Urban Arm Bling. So
I
it's
know it do
like,
feel good. It feel like ownership. Like this is me right here. Or
absolutely,
my
because
work
you know
is
what?
my
Look at
work.
all the time that I'm putting into it. Look at all the
Mm-hmm.
money. These beads are not cheap
Uh-huh.
at all. And as you see, I mean, you order just a certain bead, but I have so many different beads that I make my bracelets from, and they are
Mm.
not cheap at all. And I have I have a good team, because I have to always stay and create. I try to create something different each time. Like I said, none of my bracelets are the same. Although they may be the same color,
Mm-hmm.
not to a
Styles
good
are
thing.
different.
I'll throw something in there. I'll do like an extra pink, and I'll put like a spacer in it, or throw a shoe in it, or switch something around, and it's just being creative. And I can see that, finally something that I like to do and being creative is like, making a mark for me, or
Yeah.
maybe something for my, for my son. Because I even said to him one day, I said, I'm gonna have to employ you. One of my friends said to me, you're going to have to hire a high school kid or a college kid, because there's going to come a day you're going to be so busy you won't be able to keep up. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm only making bracelets. What are you talking about? Yo, today is that day. It's happening.
He see it. He see the vision. He see the vision.
You see the
He see
vision?
the vision.
Like the other weekend, I made so many bracelets. I had a blister on my finger. I was like, oh, hell no. And look, I don't let nobody touch my hands. This is how I make my money. I go, I get my nails done. I keep them nice and soft and moisturized. I don't let nobody shake my hand. I don't be pounding it up or none of that.
That's the money maker right there. Gotta take care of those.
Absolutely. So again, I just really, 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 really thank you.
It's any time you can come on here again. You could come on with whoever you want to invite. You could join it live with them. Everybody is welcome to promote whatever they doing, as long as it's positive and promoting good vibes, man. We here to have fun and just bring a spotlight to creative people such as yourself. So I appreciate you. Again, shout out your two Instagram pages again, just for anybody new that came on, and do your thing.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Anytime, man. Like again, we could definitely whatever you want to put on, let me know. We could get them on too. So again, everybody follow Urban Arm Bling, Urban_Arm_Bling for your dope bracelets, necklaces, waist beads, earrings. You want to surprise your girl with something dope? Hit her up. She has dope. Whatever you want, she can do. So show some love to the black businesses. A quick turnaround time. I can attest to that. I'm not lying. It gets done quick. She don't play quality work as well. She does kids, females, males, grandmothers, grandfathers, infants, newborns, any size you want. She got it. Holla at her, man. So again, thank you. Have a great night. I appreciate. Shout out to all your coworkers that tuned in. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. You know my motto: write your own history, or someone will write it for you.
For you.
You have a great night. Thank you. No problem. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
Yes, people. Thank you again, everybody that tuned in. I'm your handsome host. It's your boy, your Sony Wright. Again, that was Diane Williams. Follow Urban_Arm_Bling for your dope bracelets, necklaces, waist beads, and earrings. And she also has a hair company at Fabulous Affordable Hair. One word. Hit her up, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here with me tonight. Like again, turn that hurdle to a hustle. Turn that obstacle into an opportunity. Impossible is only 10 letters. Write your own history, or someone will write it for you. It's your boy. It's only. Have a good night. I'm gone.